All right, everyone, how about 3 quick cards and a bottom card with me? I got time for one more reading today. Why not? Let's take a look here. It doesn't matter what your sign is here. This is straight up energy reading. It's a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you. But if the title brought you in here or you found Steve's Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. This reading is timeless. Whenever you find it, you're meant to find it. I have a pre-shuffle. It's right here. That's a star card, in case you're wondering. It's about what we could expect. We're still just a little bit before being on top of that full moon that I pulled on the other day. I pulled a couple of interesting readings today, one for Gemini and one for Leo. Where are we right now is what I'm asking. What energy is coming at you from the other side? Someone ran from you in this soulmate cycle. Well, the energy that's coming at you is theirs, and it's on top of you. And right here, it's the Magician. It's all that processing. It's all that someone feels like they can do it. They get it. Even if it's brief, they get it. But that's causing a stalemate. And that's fine. That's to be expected. And, like a deer in the headlights. All right? When that frees up, after we get past that full moon, all bets are off the second half of June. And because I got a Knight of Cups and I got a Page of Cups. Yeah, they get pretty brave and then they come down a notch. But right now, we're in a stalemate. We're sort of at, what do I do? 2 Ace of Swords. All right, let's find out. Let's pull some cards here and see what's going on with this energy right now. Makes sense. It makes sense. It fits with the energy perfectly. It doesn't surprise me. Not in the least. But that Magician card keeps coming up, doesn't it? That Magician card, it's a energy of, yeah, they feel like they can do it. It's an action card. It's a card of alchemy. It's a card of someone getting, almost like a hangman, getting a new perspective, right? Lead into gold in this case. But it's also an indicator the universe keeps wanting to bring up. There's a soul contract here. And the universe is forcing the runner's side to fulfill their side of the contract. Now, they can still free will their ass against it. You know, they can. I'm not saying they can't, but that energy pile up that I've been talking about, that full moon's going to start to free it up. It's a processing moon. I encourage everybody to watch that full moon reading. If you haven't already, I know a lot of people have. It's up around 25,000 views or something like that. But it's a very important reading because something had to give here. And that's where it's given. All right? All right, let's see where we go. I'm going to pull 3 cards and a bottom card. Well, my bottom card is the 7 of Wands. That can cut a couple of different ways. It's crossing the center card here. The Hermit, there it is. There's the processing from the moon. 2 of Cups. And the Ace of Swords. Look, it all just, you don't even need me here. It all just makes sense. It's all perfectly aligned with the full moon reading. From a deck I didn't touch in that main YouTube reading, I don't believe. And if I did, I apologize. But, the little animal deck is one that I just sort of bring out every once in a while. The 7 of Wands is somebody wanting to fight for this. Somebody realizing the importance of this, feeling the connection here. This is all the processing of that. And this right here is reconciliation. It's communication. It's Archangel Michael's sword of truth. And we know Archangel Michael's helping out here, right? It's a frequency of energy. We could put the action figure to it if we want, but it is. There's a lot of this type of Ace of Swords, temperance-y kind of energy floating around. The 7 of Wands is interesting, crossing the 2 of Cups. The 7 of Wands has a lot of different meanings. It is right here. It's the light going off here and the light going off here. And this is a recurring theme today. I think I saw this earlier in another read. I don't remember who or what, but the bottom line is somebody wants to fight for this. Somebody wants to come in and do something about this connection, this soulmate connection. Let's clarify. Let's talk about this Hermit. Let's see what all this processing is. Let's get into it. Net right now we have a stalemate. We have a deer in the headlights. You know, when someone like when you finally realize something. It's very interesting. It's very interesting. I know a lot of you are skeptical because you're like, well, my person told me they were going to stay with their person, and people say a lot of things. Let's not forget, if your person's married, right? They gave vows at a wedding that said to have and to hold, sickness and death and whatever till the end of fucking time. Well, what the hell were they looking at you for? You know? I mean, come on. People say a lot of things. It's actions that matter. There's a lot of feelings here that run much deeper than some document, some piece of paper. There's a lot of feelings here. This is a soul connection, very deep soul connections in this particular cycle. All right? A lot of you can attest to that. It originally messed you up pretty good until you learned a thing or two. Why is the Hermit here? Well, tell me about this processing. Oh, I love a combination like this. When the Hermit's crossed by the Two of Wands, that means the Hermit's about to come out of the cave. Somebody here is processing it, and they're going to take action. That backs up this action card. Backs up the action card of the Magician as well. What's on top of the Hermit? The Queen of Pentacles is on top of it. It's a little bit of, again, like I said, they want to, with the Seven of Wands crossing here, they want to fight for this connection. It's a bit of right here, there's a nurturing energy to this. This connection warms this person's soul. The soul likes to be nurtured the way the ego likes to be stroked. Okay? We all want to hear how beautiful we are, how handsome we are, how nice we look in something. That's all ego. Well, that's metaphorically, that's what's happening to this person's soul where you're concerned. When all this comes up, it gets all warm and fuzzy. Okay? What's the center card? Nine of Pentacles. Wow. Again, I always say this, and I know I got my doubters out there. There's an admiration for you in the energy. This person, I don't want to say they look up to you, but they have put, the runners have put the other side on a bit of a pedestal. Generally, it's the divine masculine has put the divine feminine on a bit of a pedestal. It's metaphorical. It's not really the case. It's just they envy what you have, your independence, your freedom, and they're trying to get that. Again, this is what's coming up. This is what's processing. What else? What's bookending this? A result here. Three of Pentacles. The net result is they don't want you to get away. That's why we have an Ace of Swords here. These are red center, left, right. We're at a stalemate right now. Somebody knows what they want to do. It looks like they're going to do it because in my pre-shuffle I had a Knight of Cups that followed the stalemate. Okay? I have someone right here who feels the soulmate connection. It's coming up. They know what they want to do. And it looks like there's a reconciliation. This is communication. Let's talk about this Ace of Swords. Let's go ahead and clarify it. Let's see why the Ace of Swords is here. This is about par for the course what I would expect. We're right on top of that full moon energy right now. Alright? That full moon happens about 10 till 5 a.m. here at my house. I'm in Pacific Standard Time. I don't know what time it happens at your house. But in mine, it's about 5 a.m. tomorrow morning, give or take. You know, about 10 till 5. So we're right on top of it. I'm pulling this reading on Monday morning, the day before that, or Monday afternoon, the day before that, around 3:30 or so. So let's see. This is about right. So some of those epiphanies, Archangel Michael's just starting to puncture your person with the sword here. What's going on with the sword? Tell me about it. Look who came back. Well, we can't get rid of this card, can we? It's the universe talking to us right now. It's the Magician. The universe is forcing. I just talked about Archangel Michael penetrating your person with a sword. Right up through their private parts, right up through the top of their head. The universe is forcing a soul contract here. I've never seen this before. I've never felt this energy before, but I know what it is. I feel like I get the same, I have to translate feelings into words. I get the same feeling I used to get when my mother would make me do shit I didn't want to do. That's why I say to you, they may show up, and I have said in recent readings, they may show up a little discombobulated. It might be a little confusing when they show up, you know, because I'm not sure they're quite ready. All right? Now, they weren't a cooked turkey around Thanksgiving, and I'm not sure that they're cooked yet. But there's a lot of energy here, and that full moon is going to break up that energy pile up. Everything since the end of September is still here. Should have dissipated away, but it got caught behind a dam. Yeah, actually, I should rephrase that. It got caught behind your damn person. All right? That's what it got caught behind. And the truth is, your damn person is breaking. That dam is breaking. And what's on top? The star. Again, the star comes back. What's the center card? The Ace of Cups. And Ooh, this is interesting. Seven of Swords. I love it when it gets interesting. Seven of Swords, bookending the Star. Okay? The Star is a delayed manifestation, a delayed wish, delayed gratification, right? This was all delayed. This just backs up exactly what I said. The love is fine. It got sealed up with cellophane and put in the refrigerator. It's perfectly fine. But it's all, the universe is forcing a soul contract to be fulfilled here. This person, you've done your part. You've learned your self-worth. You've come up in your feminine energy. You're reflecting in pure Empress energy. Your person on the other side has not paid their karmic debt. The universe is offering them a chance to do that. All karmic debts are paid. It's a law of the universe. All right? Ask anyone. You go over and ask Deepak Chopra if you want. He'll tell you the same goddamn thing. Hell, it's part of what he preaches. All karmic debts are paid. It's the truth. Meaning, you can pay them in this life and learn your lessons, or you cannot. A lot of people get tested in this life. We get people from, what the kids might call karmics, right? Karmic shows up as something from a past life as part of a test. The universe sees if you're going to make the same mistake again. See if you learn anything. If you make the same mistake again, then the karmic debt gets interest added to it. If you don't make the same mistake again, and you maybe cast them off or realize that they're shit right from the beginning and get rid of them, well, then your karmic debt is paid. Then you go on a bit freer. You've evolved, you've grown, you moved up to a new level. Whatever the case here, this is a deep soul connection. It's not a karmic. All right, this is something here. This person needs to be vulnerable. What probably happened with a lot of you with this person, based on how I view this cycle, is in a past life, you were either, this person was something to you and they never really opened up to you. Okay, something along those lines. All right, there's an energy here of the runner side never opening up, always being shut down as a defense mechanism. They shut down. They need to learn to be vulnerable. The universe is facilitating a chance for that to happen. The love has been kept safe. The Seven of Swords bookend in this here says this is someone getting real. Now is the time. The energy is on top here. It's ready to go. Will this person continue to be full of shit, or will they get real? I don't know. It's up to them. It's up to their free will. We're at a stalemate right now. They're figuring it out. Archangel Michael, Sword of Truth, getting rammed right up your person here. The reading cross-checks itself. You know, with these cards coming back in this position, it cross-checks. This is the energy of the processing energy of the full moon. It's been coming up this way ever since I pulled on it, just before the full moon even. Let's talk about this Two of Cups. Let's talk about your connection. Let me pull on the Two of Cups, because this is your connection. This is two soulmates waiting to come together, but it has to be on the same level, right? The other person needs to get real, needs to put the bullshit down, right? Tell you how they feel. Right now, they're a deer in the headlights because they know all this, and they know your value, and they want what you want. They need to free themselves up. They don't have equal give and take on their side. They don't. If they did, you wouldn't matter. Why would they be lingering around? If it's so great, right? If it's so great, I'll tell you what. Let's see where we go. Let's pull on your connection. Let's pull on this Two of Cups. All right? Let's see. Let's see where we go here. Yeah. Justice. Energy is balancing here. Universe, again, I reiterate, with justice crossing here. The universe is forcing a soul contract, forcing the side that ran, that has not paid their karmic debt, to pay up. Okay? An opportunity is going to present itself. Somehow, some way, either an actual opportunity or just the energy where they feel like they can do it. You know, they get some bravery. I saw that bravery in a recent in a reading I did just a little bit ago for Gemini. You know, it's there. It's with that energy on crack right here. The Seven of Wands. Again, in that energy, somebody is going to want to fight for this. The person that ran. Right here, the Knight of Wands. It's going to take some bravery. This energy, this justice energy, this energy where the universe is forcing the other side to fulfill their side of a contract, either by facilitating an opportunity or just giving them the bravery to do it. This is a brave, impulsive action. In that energy, they will have the bravery to do it, but it is a court card. It is up to their free will. Okay? It is. The opportunity will be there. They'll want to fight for it. They'll want to talk to you. They'll want to reconcile. They'll want to tell you how you feel, how they feel about you, which is quite impressive. All of that energy will be processed. What's bookending the Seven of Wands? There's always a but, isn't there? That's right, because this isn't some sugarcoating channel. Yeah, there is. There's a but right there. It's the Queen of Wands. It's Fakey McFakerman. Okay? Again, it's up to their free will. Will they? It says the same thing here that it says here with the Seven of Swords bookending the Star. Will the bullshit artist, the person afraid to tell you how they feel, the person who says one thing, feels another thing, will they stand up and fight for this, or will they continue to hide in the shadows? The energy will be there for it. Some of your people will come in. I know everybody thinks that's a cop-out. It's not a cop-out. I'm not the warlock on the hill. Why do you fucking think that I can predict what a 3D person is going to do with their free will? It's called free will. I have no idea. Any more than I could stand on the street and have a car go by me and you know, figure out whether they're going to go left or right. I don't know the person. I have no idea when they get to the intersection, are they going to go left or right and predict that. I can't. I have no idea. It's a 50-50 shot. I might guess and say they're going to go left. It's their free will whether they go left or right. I have no idea. If they happen to turn left, then I got it right. I look really cool. But it's just that they happen to. It's that simple. You know, the energy is there. The universe is facilitating the energy for you two to come together. What's your person? It's going to take your person to be brave and to put the bullshit down and want to actually come in and reconcile this. Now, the good news is, because of that full moon and what's coming up in the Hermit, they're able to process their feelings. All right? They may not be able to deal with them particularly well, but they're able to process their feelings. So there's a good chance that they'll come towards you. The Knight of Wands is a good chance they'll come towards you. But it might be a little confusing, because the Knight of Wands can get out as fast as they come in. Right? So they might show up and just test the waters a little bit or something like that. So it's going to be up to you to lead the conversation. I mean, I would listen to them, but I certainly would demand some truth. And they know the truth, by the way, with the Hermit and the Ace of Swords read together here. So it is what it is. It all boils down to Fakey McFakerman, which, here's the Queen of Wands again. You know, Queen of Wands, King of Wands, the two most common cards that come out when I pull on the incoming energy of the soulmate cycle. The most common cards. There's no reason one card would come out any more often than any other card, or less often. It is right here. The rarest card is the Eight of Wands, and it's been coming up a lot lately. All right, but it boils down to what Fakey McFakerman's going to do in this energy. They know what they want to do. That I can tell you. And the energy is there. The energy is there for you two to come together. All right, we'll see if the witches have anything else they want to tell you. Let's see where we go here. Give me 3 cards. Anything else you want to tell everyone here before we go? This is me checking the full moon reading. The full moon reading is spot the fuck on. It is. It's earned its 99.8% like rating, which is what it's got. It's earned that. It's spot on. This reading cross-checks it. I don't doubt we're in a stalemate right now. They're a deer in the fucking headlights. They are. But the universe is forcing it. So when they show up, it's not surprising it's Knight of Wands. It's not surprising. But they are going to have to put the bullshit down, you know. Being forced to do it. They feel compelled to do it. That's a way to put it. The energy can make you feel that way. It's going to play out differently for each of your people. Some of your people might feel like you're gone or too much time has passed, and so they got to hurry up. And for others, they just might be in their feels a lot and want to tell you about it. It can go either way. It can go 100 different ways. Let's see what the witches have to say before we go here. This is nice. I'm going to be pulling on Mercury, all signs reading on Mercury in Gemini moving forward. All right, I pulled Mercury in Gemini about a month ago in retrograde. But I'm going to pull on it going forward now. Now, a Mercury retrograde in Gemini brings people back to you. If you don't think it brought your person back, you might want to think again. It did. If for no other reason, it put you in their heart and soul and mind very prominently. All right? And we've been seeing that in the readings. Now, as it moves forward through Gemini, it's about doing some talking. So, and that's what this reading is talking about. It's talking about somebody's been thinking about this, somebody knows, somebody's had epiphanies, however you want to phrase it, right? Now they got to, walk their talk, if you will, walk their thoughts. They're going to have to speak up. We'll see. We'll pull on Mercury and Gemini and see what happens. My guess is we're going to get communication cards up the ass, but we'll find out anyway. I even got them here. But it's up to your person. Boy, the witches really want me to shuffle here. Okay. All right. We always pull from the bottom 3 cards from the witches. 4 of Wands, Queen of Wands, Knight of Wands, Ace of Cups. That was a lot of shuffling to get the same goddamn message that I already got. The Queen of Wands, listen to me. If you're somebody out there that thinks your person doesn't care, I will say it again, and I've been saying it lately. I think I said it on the full moon reading, actually. Don't underestimate. Don't you dare underestimate the influence you've had on this person. I see it over here, just with these 2 cards. This person thinks I don't want to call it admiration. I don't want to, but it's the only word I can come up with. They envy you. There's jealousy here on some level. All right? Why? Because their whole life is bullshit. These cards are read center, left, right. This right here is the bullshit artist. There's energies and layers. I'll give you the multiple layers. The surface layer here is this person is a bullshit artist. They're the queen, male or female. They're the queen of the cover story. And most of them are in a relationship or are talking about how great their life is. Either or, whatever it is, it's all bullshit. All they want is to get out of it. They just haven't had the bravery to do it. They lie so much they believe themselves. Okay? That's a line from a Metallica song from their Black album. I don't remember which song, but it's something like, you lie so much you believe yourself. That's this person. And I've said that before, and I'll continue to say it. They're full of shit. I see it here with the 7 of Swords. And in fact, this Ace of Cups getting opened with the 7 of Swords with the star, the universe is like, here you go. Here's your chance for a reconciliation. There's a color match. These 2 cards are tied together. Here's your chance for a reconciliation. Are you going to put the bullshit down? They're full of shit about whatever there is on their side. A marriage, family, their life, how they live, whatever it is. All they want is to get out of it, but it takes bravery. Here's the Knight of Wands again. And look at this. In the message from the universe, I have the Queen of Wands and the Knight of Wands. I have a Queen of Wands and a Knight of Wands here when I pull on your connection, which leads me to the next layer of energy. They've been holding on a lot of love for you. There's no love on their side, but they've been holding on, and I have an Ace of Cups, which again is right here. I got a repeating message, but it's laid out a certain way. They've been holding on a lot of love for you. There's a huge attraction here for you. I could be cheesy and say this person wants to marry you with the 4 of Wands here. This is the road to the 10 of Pentacles. It is. But somebody needs to grow the fuck up first. You don't want this person in this, what the kids like to call a player energy. It's emotionally immature, right? You want someone who's going to stand up and tell you how they feel. You don't want someone that's going to come at you and be all pagey. And you can't have a relationship like that. Even the universe right here is saying, right, this is balanced energy. The universe is going to help facilitate it. But I said about this card, before I even threw this justice on top of it, I said this requires they come up to your level. It requires equal give and take or as close to it as possible. So the energy is there. All right? It really boils down to they're realizing all this stuff. They know you mean a lot to this person in spite of what they've told you. You've had a huge influence on them. They've changed their whole life around for you in a lot of ways, or at least the way they look at it. It's time for them to do to make some changes in the 3D. I get that. But It boils down to whether they can put the bullshit down or not. Whatever this image is they're trying to keep up, that everything's great over here. I don't know why that's so important to them. It's going to vary for everyone. I mean, I know my studies of psychology would tell me why it's important to them. They're insecure, right? People who care about what other people think are insecure. People who are vain are insecure. You know, me, I go to the damn grocery store in flip-flops and boxer underwear. I don't fucking care. I don't give two shits. I'm just going to get my food, right? But this person here, the Queen of Wands, wouldn't do that. They got an image they're trying to protect or something along those lines. Whatever it is, all right? So it boils down, they're holding on to a lot of love. And it boils down to whether they can put the bullshit down or not. And grow a pair and come in. I believe most of them can. I believe, based on what I read in that full moon reading, and what I saw today in both a Leo and a Gemini reading, I believe as this energy comes up, as this little light goes off, when they can process everything, they'll see that they need you more than you need them. And once they realize, right, they're this little fawn here, and you're this adult deer. Once they realize that, and I know that because of this, Nine of Pentacles, this minor arcana Empress energy. This person here, what they're realizing is how special you are, how different you are from what they're used to. You're probably the one they should have married, right? But they got to grow a pair to do it. They've got to come in and tell you how they feel. And the universe is either facilitating, and what did I say? You know what? I didn't know what was under this Justice card. We never did look at it. I said these Queen of Wands and King of Wands are the most common cards, and I said the Eight of Wands is very rare, but it's been coming up a lot lately. I did say that, didn't I? Rewind. I did. Yeah. Eight of Wands underneath it. The universe is pushing this forward. In fact, when I read the energy off this Justice card when I threw it, I did not know the Eight of Wands was underneath there. I said, this backs up the Magician crossing here. The universe is forcing a soul contract to be fulfilled on their side. It's pushing it forward. This is fast forward movement. That's the energy of pushing it forward that I felt. That's what's there. I did not know that was there. This person has the opportunity to reach out. They will. The energy will be there, either giving them a physical opportunity to do it or just the mental bravery for a second to be able to do it, or both. Whether they do it or not, I cannot predict, okay? I cannot. No one can. No one can predict free will. Energy-wise, I tell you what's going on. Your person, I'll tell you straight up, they've got to get real. They got to stop this bullshit that they're happy and they're thrilled and whatever, and the soulmate doesn't matter, all that. They know how they feel. They know what they want to do. They just need to fucking grow a pair and they'll do it. They will show up. The ones that don't, you didn't want them anyway. Don't blame your tarot reader if your person doesn't show up. That's not my fault. I didn't raise them. If I did, if I raised them, if they were my kid, they'd show up. You wouldn't be watching tarot readings to wonder how they feel about you. They'd have told you a long time ago. But this person here, if they don't show up, you didn't want them anyway. They're immature, emotionally immature. They're not on your level. It means the energy isn't balanced yet. It'll need to come around on another cycle. Energy is cyclical. It's measured by cycles. It's called hertz, right? Cycles per second. We measure energy. That being said, that's your reading. So, for the majority of you, though, it looks like they're getting real and charging in. You know. What happens when they show up? Well, we'll have to find out. We'll all find out together, I guess. But if they show up, it means they're at least getting real a little bit. Or maybe enough so you can work with it. Again, you're going to have to be, assuming you're not the runner here, if you're the divine feminine in particular, which is what my channel attracts, you're the adult. You're the grown-up. So be that. They already view you as that. They already view you as 9 pentacles. So prove it to them. Don't lower your vibration to come down to their level. They need to bring theirs up to come up to yours. That's their karmic debt. You already raised your vibration, your frequency, so you've paid your karmic debt. You know, and that's why you're reflecting, always comes out that you're reflecting in Empress energy. Even if you don't feel like you're full-blown Empress, you're still reflecting in Empress energy, Queen of Pentacles energy, 9 of Pentacles energy. Always. And that's how they see you. That's how they feel you. And it's up to them to bring themselves up to you. All right? That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. I do. If you like this reading, please like, share, and subscribe. Appreciate all the subscribers, everybody who shares, and everybody who watches. All right. Good luck.